Jennifer, I cannot believe it is December and we're outside planting. Of course, what we're planting is not going to stay outside, but it's better than making a big old mess in the kitchen.
Amen.
So we're talking about amaryllis and paper whites today. They're a good project to involve kids, and they also make great gifts.
We're going to start with some amaryllis, and there are a couple different options on how to plant these. They do have the pre-made kits with a disc of soil, and you just plop it in some water, and once that expands, you can plant your bulb, or you can plant your own. Just make sure that the size of container is big enough to hold a bulb and a potentially very big stem and bloom. Cover the bulb in a good potting mix at least 3/4 of the way up so the bulb doesn't tip over. Then you pack in the soil gently. At first, only water when the top inch of the soil feels dry. But these bulbs are ready to go, so you can start watering these more frequently.
The newest trend in amaryllis is these waxed dipped ones, and I have to say I am not a fan. The whole thing is that the wax encases the bulb and supposedly holds in moisture, which I guess is true, but basically the plant can't send out any roots, and so basically once it blooms this year, that's the end of it.
Paper whites are related to daffodils and are the cilantro of the flower world. I can't get enough of their fragrance, but I understand that some people think they smell like dirty socks.
As you might expect, I prefer the traditional manner of planting paper whites, and so I plant them in soil in a low bowl. You can stuff them in pretty close together. It's simple, it's easy, and I'm done.
I found this pretty crystal bowl, and I'm going to plant mine the untraditional way in some polymer beads and some glass rocks. Kind of the same idea, just the soilless version. The roots of paper whites do not like to be soggy, so keep an eye on how much moisture you've got in here. You can also plant these in decorative stones, seashells you brought back from vacation, marbles. The choice is yours.
Here's a strange and cautionary tale that I want to tell you. A friend of mine, she would plant up a new batch of paper whites like every 2 weeks throughout the winter, just to have that nice fragrance in the house. And she kept them in a bin in the kitchen, and she came home one day to find her husband chopping them up and sauteing them because he thought they were onions. Well, remember, daffodils, all members of the daffodil family are poisonous, so don't store them in the kitchen and keep your husband away.